Have you ever felt something powerful in church and then immediately question whether you were allowed to? Today, I want to talk to you about something that's uncomfortable but very real. Does the Catholic Church have exclusive rights on God's grace? Or can God truly be encountered outside of it? This isn't an attack. This isn't about debating sola scriptura. This is an honest question from someone trying to understand. Welcome to the Struggling Catholic. The Catholic Church teaches that it is the fullness of truth, the ordinary means of salvation, the path to heaven. And that teaching is backed by Scripture, the Catechism, councils, saints, theologians, layers upon layers of authority. Most Catholics will never fully study, and many are not even familiar with, but they're expected to trust. There are rules for everything. If you grew up Catholic, you know the 10 Commandments are just the beginning. Each commandment has subcategories, nuances, mortal sin, venial sin, grave matter. Some of it makes sense. Some of it feels harder to reconcile. Take the death penalty. It was once permissible, then permissible only in rare cases. Now it's declared inadmissible. Our Mass attendance. Miss Sunday Mass, grave sin, mortal sin. You hear those words often enough that they start shaping your entire spiritual psychology. So here's the question. If Catholic teaching is correct, and I'm trying to understand it, and that's the whole purpose this channel exists, then what does that mean about God's presence in other churches? We believe Jesus is truly present in the Eucharist at consecration. So what does that mean for Protestant churches? Are they spiritually empty? Is God absent there? Because if he's not present, then the Catholic Church clearly has gotten it right. But if he is present, if his grace, his spirit, his mercy is active there, then how do we say those people aren't encountering him? Let me be honest. I've been to tiny Catholic churches with 10 people in little chairs. I've been to massive cathedral-style parishes. I've even been to charismatic Catholic masses where people were falling out in the spirit. And I've been to many non-Catholic churches. And the strongest presence of God I have ever felt in my life was not in a Catholic church. It was overwhelming. It was joy, it was peace, it was awe. The kind of moment where you don't know whether to cry or to just sit there stunned. And immediately after that feeling came a feeling of guilt, because I wasn't supposed to feel that there. I was convinced somewhere in the catechism there had to be a rule against this feeling. I thought maybe I was sinning just by experiencing God in the wrong place. So I pushed it down. I went back to Mass, but I never encountered that feeling again. So my real question is, and I wonder, how many people walk away from the church entirely because of that internal conflict? How many people experience God somewhere unexpected, but fear pulls them back into silence? If God is truly sovereign, if he desires all men to be saved, is his presence confined to a building? Or is the Eucharist the fullness of his presence, but not the limit of it? That's the tension. That's the struggle. And I don't have a neat answer. But I do know this. If we believe God is all powerful, that He is all present and actively seeking souls, then we need to wrestle honestly with where He chooses to show up. Because if He met you somewhere unexpected, maybe that wasn't disobedience. Maybe it was mercy. I'm not rejecting the church, not at all. I'm trying to understand it. And if you've ever felt this tension like I've described, you're not alone. Let's talk about it.